tough spot himself. They've hit a speed bump. Seeing that aggressive double teaming type of defense, the physical defense, he's focused more on figuring out from a mental standpoint. Mitch Johnson and the coaches are encouraging him to be more physical, fight for early position, lower your shoulder, create contact, be aggressive.
Right, just because it's KD on the other side, that fundamental, that can't change for Victor Wembanyama. Thank you, Tim. See you in just a little bit. Let's see how Wemby has dealt with those double teams that Tim just mentioned. I got a double team over here. Richard Jefferson.
Oh, sorry, you guys couldn't see me behind
Perkins. Come on now, my man has come into the season.
Great.
Trim here, Rich. Y'all, McMahon just talked about this, the double teams that Victor Wembanyama is facing. But check this out. The Rockets, the team that has double teamed the least this season when looking at opponents, right? So taking a look at this, Perk, Wemby has struggled there. Why is that?
Well, because one, he's averaging 25 points a game, and the motto is going to be, and Richard didn't heard this in the locker room, you're not going to be to someone else is. And so this area right here, he's being guarded by Jordan Goodwin. And look, the double team come, and then look right here, Marcus Smart, look at him doing this work early. The worst thing for a big is having a guard get into their legs. That's a pet peeve for a big. Now look, you already see Jackson Hayes is already over there, right? The trap is starting to come. So now he kicks it out, they repost, now the traps happen, and all of a sudden Marcus Smart, one of the high IQ guys defensively, baits Wemby into a foul. I hate this area for a post player. So now they're going to have to make an adjustment, put him at the free throw line so that he can't be doubled.
But that's typically not what the Houston Rockets do. They don't double a whole lot of guys right now. And let's just talk about how the Rockets have gotten it done offensively, though, because they're one of the best teams in the NBA right now. They're bigs. They've led them best rebounding percentage, the second most points per game. They also lead the league in three-point percentage at 43%. So, Richard, how does it look to you?
Well, to me, when you look at the depth that their team have, they do it with their defense. Their defense leads the offense. They are elite defensively. You talked about not doubling teaming many times. Do you know who does it? The Boston Celtics. You know who used to coach the Boston Celtics? Ime Udoka. So he has a high level of accountability. Then you have Alperen Şengün. He is one of the best passers in the game. They talk about Thompson not being able to shoot, but think about Jokic and Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon has improved, but you can put him on the dunker spot. Then you have a playmaker in the middle. But when you got weapons to the side of that, it becomes a problem on the offensive end.
And that's what we're seeing start to click here for the Houston Rockets. There's a lot to look forward to with these two teams, and it is an NBA Cup game. But since we were talking, gentlemen, about the San Antonio Spurs, we have some breaking news to get to right here on NBA Today. Let's welcome in our senior writer, Shams Charania. Shams, what do you have for us out of San Antonio?
Malika, sources tell me Spurs star guard De'Aaron Fox will make his season debut on Saturday night at home against the New Orleans Pelicans. And he's gone through his final workouts in preparation after rehabbing an offseason hamstring injury. But today's his ramp-up day for that Saturday debut. And Fox is the first of some returns here for the Spurs. Rookie guard Dylan Harper, as well as center Luke Cornett, are working their way back as well. So reinforcement and depth here will be on full display for the Spurs pretty soon. But even more critically now, potentially a long runway with Victor Wembanyama and Fox. Small sample size for them last season, only 5 games together, a total of 120 minutes. So seeing how Fox can carry that offensive burden with Wemby, because only 2 players in each of the last seasons have averaged 20 points, 5 assists, and at least 1 steal per game. Luka Doncic and De'Aaron Fox.
And now De'Aaron Fox joining on his way here to join Victor Wembanyama for the first time this season. Shams, thank you so much. It's not that often, right, that you get to acquire an all-NBA guard in November. So how will things change with De'Aaron back? That sounds like a question for Bobby Marks.
Well, I think when you look at it, Malika, and Richard did the game on Wednesday night against the Lakers here, when you have no De'Aaron Fox, it puts a lot of pressure on Stefan Castle here. So when you put Fox back in the lineup here, take Julian Champagnie out, that certainly solidifies your starting 5 here, and it adds to your depth. Dylan Harper right now out with that injury. There are only 5 games, as Shams said, played together, and here's a couple plays that we're going to show. This is from the Wizards game last year. Make Victor a passer here. It's simple, give and go here. Remember, no Chris Paul, though. Right there, give and go, simple play here. The second play is, look how much attention is drawn to De'Aaron Fox here. And this is what's going to help Victor out from a spacing standpoint here. Right up top, 3 guys are coming to him. That opens it up for Victor. ISO one-on-one, probably an offensive foul there, but a simple layup there. That's what we didn't see in that Laker game on Wednesday night. 2 simple plays that De'Aaron Fox is certainly going to help with when he comes back.
Bobby's breakdown, I love it. He mentioned it, Rich. You were on the call for that game. How do you see Fox helping out, alleviating some of these issues that we've seen early for Wemby?
Well, you're adding an all-NBA guard. You can add De'Aaron Fox to any team on this league. It's going to make him better. They're just getting him, and obviously because of injuries last season, they didn't get an opportunity to play together. Think about pace downhill. So pace downhill, he's one of the fastest guards in the league. The defense flattens out. Now you throw it back to Wemby. Now he's got people closing at him. He's got shot selection.
Yeah.
If you look at in the slips and pick and rolls and post-up spaces, De'Aaron Fox is going to kill you if you don't give him multiple players that type of attention.
But he is a score-first point guard, so that's going to be a little interesting next to Wemby, no?
Yeah, he scored first, but Wemby's right there.
Yeah, but so is Jalen Brunson, and we saw how well him and Karl Anthony Towns did last year in the pick and roll. But shout out to D Fox. That was the old veteran trick right there.
Which one?
You know what I mean? Don't come back for Amen Thompson and the Rockets. Come back for the Pelicans.
I ain't say it.
I'm just saying, we all done it. I done it, right? I ain't coming back for Shaq, but I'll come back for you. But here's the thing. I'm looking at, yes, De'Aaron Fox is a scorer, but I'm looking at when you talking about an all-NBA guard and an elite talent, one-of-one, a big man like Wemby, what comes to my mind? Two-man game. How that two-man game is going to look, whether that's post-cut, whether that's dribble handoff, whether that's pick and roll, pick and pop, because we know Wemby can shoot the three. That's what I look at. But adding De'Aaron Fox is going to take so much pressure off of Wemby, and it's going to open up so many easy buckets.
Well, and look, there's a lot of pressure on Wemby now. The way defenses are selling out to stop him. And De'Aaron Fox is an experienced point guard, scorer, passer. He's all that. He is experienced. And the chess match that Wemby's struggling to figure out right now, he's going to help with that. He's going to help get them organized. He's going to help when, hey, you're putting two there. It's going to create advantages for him. And he's also going to take pressure off Stephon Castle, a rising young star, but not a pure point guard, leading the league in turnovers.
Right.
Now he can play his natural spot.
He's been good offensively this year, but turning the ball over 5-6 times a game.
Yeah, I don't want, if you're him, it's like somebody else he had Chris Paul and he had De'Aaron Fox last year. Now he doesn't have a true point guard on the team if you're talking about Castle. This is what I say. I believe De'Aaron Fox's first game, it was in Atlanta. Game winner. So De'Aaron Fox comes off left, Wemby slips out, he throws it to Wemby. That two-man game is going to be so hard. They ran it the very first time to win the game against Atlanta. The first time these guys were on the court, they ran a two-man game and got an open shot for Wemby, got fouled, ended up going shooting free throws.
Well, think about the easy looks for guys like Harrison Barnes when Dylan Harper get back. So you talk about the depth of the Spurs and the athleticism. Boy, they're going to be great because you got to worry about, too, in the open court. You got to worry about a 7-7 guy pushing the rock and getting downhill. And now you got to worry about De'Aaron Fox, who's one of the fastest guys in the NBA with the basketball.
The guy that's led the league in total blocks by far, 2 or more, is going to be blocking the ball to the fastest point guard possibly in the game. How is he going to help? Just off that number right there.
And he's going to be doing it for the very first time against the New Orleans Pelicans.
Ew.
Take that for what you want.
Hey, two-game winning streak.
For the injury, off the court, it's a great vibe. On the court, I mean, it's even better. It's a lot of space out there. Be able to build off each other, talking the whole game. He's a veteran guard. He's been there before, done it before. So I'm learning everything I can from him while out there trying to help him win. So it's been good.
So our Michael Schwartz is a Suns fan, and he definitely researched this note for us. Green's 29 points are the second most in a Suns debut in franchise history, trailing only 37 points from Charles Barkley. He scored in 1992, and that one was also against the Clippers.
Yeah, look, Malik, I get it. The Suns won. Congratulations. They look good. But here's the thing, right? In the words of Don King, only in America do somebody like Lawrence Frank continues to get an opportunity and chance after chance after chance and continue to underdeliver and not leading this organization in the right direction. And here we are in the league where we watch this offseason. Teams are getting more athletic. Teams are getting younger. What did he go out and do? He went
Lawrence
got
Frank,
Lawrence Frank,
president of the Clippers.
Yes, he goes out and he gets older, senior citizens. And on top of that, you have a guy who was knocking at the door last year of being an all-star, Norman Powell, who averaged 24 points. But he comes out this summer, Lawrence Frank, big old sales pitch on Bradley Beal. Oh, he could be one of the best elite defenders in the league. We got good, he's going to fit well in our offense. And he's been stinking it up. How many chances is this man going to continue to get to run an organization who, when they acquired Kawhi Leonard, was built on winning championships?
Bobby, remind us what the details of that trade were.
Yeah, it was a 3-team trade. Norm Powell went to Miami.
Right.
John Collins went to the Clippers.
Yep.
And Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson went to the Utah Jazz. And Norm Powell was in his last year's contract. And the big thing was the Clippers going to pay them? And obviously they weren't going to. And he gets shipped to Miami, and they get more size with John Collins. But that, through 9 or 10 games, has backfired on the Clippers right now, Richard.
Well, and that's what they were trying to say is like, hey, are we going to pay him all that money? Now, if I'm in Clipper land and I'm Powell, yes, you're going to pay me my money. I am a young kid. I am younger than all of your other stars. I'm going to be a future all-star when you look at Norman Powell. Yes, is he on the older side of his younger prime? But he has proven who he is. That's the scoring punch you needed when you were going to possibly miss time with Kawhi, when James Harden is a little bit older and more of a playmaker at this point. So to switch those two, John Collins, and then obviously with the idea that they were going to get Bradley Beal, I'm sorry, if you got the richest owner, and there's obviously some things going on about how money is used in that organization, all I'm going to say is I'm not looking for a team-friendly deal. Pay me my money. So if that was their excuse, money, that's not about championship play.
I will say this, looking at this Clipper team through the first 2 weeks, it reminds me of a lot of the 2013 Brooklyn Nets team that I was part of, who on paper, going into the offseason, everybody predicted them to go far. And then when you start playing basketball, you look old and slow. And the one thing that the Clippers had last year was a defensive identity, ranking number 3 in defensive identity. Right now, I think they're 26.
And that was the biggest question that I asked when they went out and got all these old guys, when they re-signed James Harden, when they got Chris Paul. I said, who are going to be the elite defenders at the wing position? Yes, you have the guys done, but when you bring in this much personnel, somebody has to take a back seat, and obviously it's been him. And so, again, this is not Lawrence Frank. Has the Clippers been relevant in getting regular season wins? Absolutely. But you don't go out and put up this whole campaign and what everybody was doing to get Kawhi Leonard just to win regular season
Are you
games.
pointing a baby hair brush at me?
Yeah, I was laying my baby hairs. I was laying my baby hairs down.
I think that health is a big piece of this, right, for the Clippers. They've been without Kawhi Leonard. He's been dealing with an ankle injury for the last couple of games, and it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to give it a go this weekend. Because at first you thought, okay, maybe he just needed a little time. LeBron James, a step closer to making his season debut. Remember, he's been that's a nerve condition that can affect your back, your glutes, your legs. He's not been traveling with the team since his diagnosis while he recovers. And Shams reported on Wednesday that he's not going to go on the Lakers' 5-game upcoming road trip. But what is the latest that you're hearing here, Shams, on his recovery and his progress?
LeBron James has been fully cleared for full contact basketball activities, and the Lakers will be reevaluating him in about 1 to 2 weeks. So, like you just mentioned, Malika, he won't be traveling on the Lakers' 5-game, week-long road trip that starts in Atlanta this weekend. But this now sets the stage for him to progress to 5-on-5 live action, potentially as soon as next week.